Episode 5.
Let's go.
We got my boy Mikey.
Let's go. I'm in the building, in the cut.
Introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, Mended Squad? I am Michael, a recovering addict, and grateful to be on Mended with the gang.
Look at that. We got a grateful participant.
Come on now.
I love that. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I was born in the lovely city of Brighton, Massachusetts.
Let's go.
I lived here till I was like 3. And then my parents' apartment that we were in got broken into, so we kind of uprooted to right outside of Atlanta. And I have family here, like my grandma, grandpa, like my family immigrated here from Russia. Like I don't know why they settled in Boston, but they did. And then we moved down there, and I lived there till I was like 18.
In Russia?
No, in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Well, right outside of it. And
how was it?
it was nice. I mean, it's like high school friends, you know, like that's probably the only thing that I really miss about it. Because, like, I feel like building that connection, like, at 20 is a lot different than building it at, like, 7.
100%.
You know, there's no ego or judgment involved at the age of 7.
Yeah, that's a big
usually.
uproot. Had a tough age.
Yeah, it was tough. And, like, there's a lot of what went into why we moved. Like, the main reason was my grandma got sick. And, like, I mean, paying like, all that stuff was worse down there, like this education system. Or so, like, my mom thought. I also was not doing well. Like, up until, like, 14, 15, I was on, like, regular kid stuff, like, whatever, sports, summer stuff, summer camp, hang out with friends, like, sneak out, like, regular 15, 14-year-old stuff. But then, like, I started trying stuff, and, like, the grades started falling. And, like, I grew up in a household where, like, you could walk in with a needle in your arm, but if that report card says 4.0, like, that supersedes everything going on. But unfortunately,
you couldn't do both.
I could not do both. So I wasn't walking in with the needle in my arm. But my report card was not up to par with what my mom wanted. And, like, there was just signs of, like, me going down, like, a bad path. Because I started, like, taking my dad's medication. Because, I mean, even to this day now, like, it's if you walk into my house now, it's all on, like, the kitchen counter. Obviously, it's not the same selection of stuff as when I was 15.
Yeah.
But my pops had something wrong with his foot, and, like, down in the South, I don't really know how it was here back then, but in the South, it was, like, easy, or they gave out prescriptions for pain medication, like Loratab to be specific. And I started trying it, and unfortunately, like, I really enjoyed it. I don't even think I enjoyed the feeling as much as I enjoyed, like, the escape, which I had no idea what the hell I was escaping from because I had a great life. I was just, like, trying to fit in, or, like, fit into an image that I was creating, which is the worst thing. Looking back now, I know I could do, because you're always trying to chase something that isn't there. So, I mean, that's what really started it. And, like, you know, it's really hard to hide the fact that 10 pills are gone when no one in the house is taking them except you.
Only child?
No, I have a younger brother. We were 8 years apart.
So there was no shot?
No, there was no shot. And, like, they didn't, like, leave the bottle themselves, and, like, you know. So, like, that played, like, a little bit into why we moved. Like, because I was able, like, weed, my mom was like, all right, whatever, dude. Like, this is part of the age group. It's whatever, normal. So, like, she was kind of uprooting to avoid what came down the line without knowing that progression had already started. Like, that taste of something had already started.
So it didn't matter where she relocated you to?
No, it's crazy, too, because, like, we moved to North Reading, like that. Like, at 18, I moved to North Reading.
Not a bad area.
No, it's not. Yo, we had a nice apartment at the, shout out Edgewood Apartments. But we had a nice apartment, and, like, I started working at, like, this Dunkin' Donuts down the street, like, just simple stuff. I wasn't, like, I didn't get into any colleges or anything. Like, I didn't really know what I was doing. my uncle, he's like a guidance counselor in Brookline, like for high school kids to get into school. So he was like, bro, like just go to community college, figure your stuff out. I was like, all right, whatever I can do to like please my mom and like get her off my back in that aspect, I'll do it. And then of course, like whether it's my luck or just like coincidence, like the one kid I become close with is like a huge plug in North Reading. And a part of me like knew it was wrong. A part of me like also felt like I hit the lottery.
Yeah, he found you.
Oh yeah, like,
it
exactly.
ain't even on
like,
you.
Why are you at Dunkin' Donuts, bro?
Right.
Getting a coffee at 7 a.m. Like that's weird.
Right.
And then we didn't get close off rip, like, but we started to get close, and like it was still like this was before like fentanyl was introduced into my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was still benzos, Adderall, weed. Weed opened up the door to other conversations. Because you know what I mean? I didn't know if I could trust this kid. I didn't know this kid at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, he started providing other stuff. But I was still, like, at that time, like, able to paint a picture of, like, Mom, everything is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, paint the other side of, like, yo, like, let me pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to balance both. And community college, like, not to dog on North Shore, like, it wasn't, like, this overwhelming like school stuff.
Yeah.
So like I was also able to get like good grades.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's when like
You're like, I got it in the bag.
yeah, like I was really locked in.
Yeah.
And like push comes to shove, like I was at North Shore for like a year and a half probably until I was like just about to, so I turned 20 going into like UMass Amherst. So I got into there, and like when I got into there, you like it basically like wiped away all of the stuff that I had done. Like my mom was over the moon. My whole family was. Like I was not supposed to get into like a 4-year college, like all of this stuff. Like I went to North Shore for like criminal justice because at the time like I liked homicide detective stuff, so I was like, dude, this is cool.
Me
like,
too.
I'll slide with that. And that played to my benefit because that was like the easiest way to transfer. So it actually worked out for me, which was dope. But like I realized quickly that like everyone at UMass Amherst like knows each other. Like it's like they just get a compilation of every high school and just stick it in Amherst. And yet again, like I was by myself. Like I didn't know what was going on. Like I could be social, but like it takes me a while to be comfortable in a social setting.
Yeah, I feel like you're low key.
Yeah, like I'm chilling. Unless I get to know you, then like my personality will like open up a little. But like the drugs like remove that like, oh, like I gotta get to know you. Like no, there's no need for that. Like
no, I'm an open book now. Send it.
Like, I'll just take a few benzos and I'll be best friends with this whole floor.
Whoever.
Like it doesn't matter. And like of course, in college, like I had this like naive outlook because I had never been on like at a 4-year school, like to tour, to party, whatever. That like you can't bring anything. I wouldn't get anything up there. Like I'll be safe. I'll be good. And like that was the complete opposite of what happened. Everyone had anything that you needed to like get
On deck, yeah.
and it was just easy. And like I've always been someone like who's willing to work, like just whatever. Like if I need a job, like I worked all throughout school, like the dining hall, whatever, and not to like put money away. If I had to put that money away, I'd be a millionaire. But it was just to fuel whatever I wanted for that day. Like, yo, you want to work 8 hours? We'll pay you. You got, all right, cool. Say less. I'll pull up and work. And then, like, I just started getting into, like, that's when benzo started becoming, like, a daily, like, 2 in the morning, 2 at midday, 2 at dinner.
Started feeling like shit without them.
Yeah, started feeling like ass without them. And then I'll never forget, like, I came home my first year at UMass. And my doctor, who I won't put on blast.
Yeah, don't. It's fine.
At the time, like, we were close. Like, it was, like, a weird relationship.
It's always a weird relationship with those crooked-ass doctors.
Yeah. It's because, like, he was young. He was, like, he just got, like, his residency. He also went to UMass Amherst. And I'll never forget the conversation he had. He was like, so like, how's your caseload? Like your caseload, your workload, like how are you balancing stuff? And I was like, dude, like it sucks. Like I'm not good at school. Like, and now we have all these other extracurricular activities I can partake in. Like school is the last thing on my mind.
Yeah, I'm fucking busy.
Yeah, like I'm chilling, bro. Like why am I doing homework for what? And he said like, yo, why don't you try like Adderall? And I had done Vyvanse like in high school, not for the focus, for like the feeling it gives you, because it's a little different than Adderall. And he prescribed me Adderall that day.
Of course he did.
Which is wild.
It's so
like,
wild.
Looking back, like, that's crazy. My mom still to this day
hates his
guts. Because I mean, looking back now, I can say it, but at the time I thought it was the best thing ever. But I absolutely hated Adderall. Because it'd take me to a point for like 2 hours, I'd be on top of the world. But then for the other 22, like, I want to be under a rock and no one bother me.
Give me all the benzos.
Oh, yeah.
Eat them all.
So that's like exactly what happened. Like, I'd take Adderall and then I'd double the benzo intake. But like taking that every day, it's like you're such on like a roller coaster of like emotional
and physical.
Yeah, and physical. I wouldn't eat. Yeah. I probably lost like 30 pounds my freshman year. Like when I came through here, I was like 155, which I don't want to get that skinny again, but like I'm like pushing like 190. We need to get down a little.
No, you were hungry though.
But yeah, I was, yo. It was the subs. Shout out SNL subs. It was the subs, yo.
We still get them.
Man, good. The chicken sub, extra black olive. That was my order. But like, yeah, like that really started it. And I was still like able to like maintain this like, only to my like, for some reason, even to this day, I still kind of struggle with it. Like, everything has to be approved by mom, like no matter what. Well,
she set that standard for you very young.
Yeah, that's true. And like, I never looked at it like that. It's like, if I get a 98, like, why didn't you get a 99, bro? Like, what's going on? And that was hard to like live up to, especially when I knew I wasn't doing anything to like live up to it.
So you were too distracted.
Yeah, there was too much going on, and like I was trying to check so many like of other people's boxes. I wasn't even worried about myself. Like, oh, you think that's cool? All right, say less. Let's do it. Even though I got A, B, and C that I need to do. But I don't know, for some unbeknownst reason to me, they just like trusted me. Like they weren't like, yo, like let me see your grades. Like how's school going? Great. All right, cool, bro. Like that's awesome. Because next semester I was packing my stuff to go back up there again. Little did they know I was fighting like academic probation every semester. Like an academic probation's like you just can't come back for a semester, which I could not afford to have happen. Like,
and then when you go back, you can't have your grades below a certain.
Yeah, and like I was not ready for like why can't you go back to UMass? Like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah. What did you do now?
Right. So I like got close with like the dean, because like in a university like that, there's like different colleges inside of it, and like my dean, she never opened up about it, but I knew like she had like a soft spot for like
people who struggled.
Yeah, people who struggled, my struggle in particular, because like that's all we would talk about. We wouldn't talk about school, like to the point where I was open enough to be like, yo, like if you put me on probation, like I probably won't come back because my folks will just like whitewash this and like it didn't exist. So I just like couldn't afford it, and she would never put me on academic probation.
Do you feel like it was enabling, or do you feel like it helped you in the long run?
Both. I think it helped me in the long run because I got my degree.
Right.
But it made me feel like I could do whatever and always lean on the fact that like I wasn't gonna get kicked out of school.
Yeah, you were protected.
But also like, you know, most people leave an experience like that with whatever, 10 close people, like all of these things, like close relationships, hopefully successful opportunities after. Like, I was just there for 3.5 years. Like, I was just chilling. An oasis, how I call it. Like, food, rent's paid, clothes, everything's in walking distance. Like, what's the issue, bro? Like, all I got to do is get high. Like, my job is easy here.
Yeah, and borderline pass.
Yeah, and exactly, borderline pass. Because when I went into school, I went in as a criminal. I got into like the criminal justice program. I realized quickly, like, you got to read a lot. I was out, and I had like some clarity. I was feeling good. I was like, all right, let me like study to do kinesiology. I was trying to do some physical therapy stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and like I've never forget. Like, I called my mom. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. She was like, are you sure? Like, you actually have to like do it. And I was like, yeah, like I got it. Like,
Did it seem easier than?
No, I was just having like a good mental health day.
Okay.
You know. So like I did that for half a semester, and like I'll never forget. Like it was like exam time, and like the professor gave us like a blank piece of paper with like 100 tabs to write down like muscles and tissues.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like,
need that or all for that. Send it back this way.
Yeah, like I was like, yeah, like I'm not here to be a doctor. Like, And then my boy was like, yo, why don't you just be a comm major? No hate to comm majors at all. I am a graduate of a comm major. But it was dope. Like, it was just like, when did the Titanic sink?
Shut up.
What radio did they use?
Oh, I would have had that all day.
And I'm like, dude, I went from F's to B's. Like, this is what we're talking about?
I found my home.
Yeah, like I found my place, and it was amazing. Like I was now able to like be like, yo, mom, like look at this, like 3.1, like
Look at me go.
That's me right there, knowing damn well like what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, like it's just trying to paint that picture.
But living so beneath your potential.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like the worst part is like I always had like people around me, and like even to this day where it's like, they would say like, yo, like we can believe in you as much as you want us to, but until you believe in yourself, our belief is non-existent. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It's in thin air. And I knew that back then. Like I mean, I had like these big dreams of like making music and like all of these things, which my music was fire. Shout out to my music, man. But
it was killing you.
No, yeah, it was killing me because like I was chasing
that lifestyle.
I was chasing that lifestyle and like some outside validation that like to this day does not matter. And I know now it was just like a reason to get high. Like it was a reason to, in my mind, like, oh, you're in the studio, bro? Like, cool, get high.
Yeah, it was giving you the permission you needed and that you've had for so long through school.
Yeah.
And through all the situations you put yourself in. It's almost like you invited that lifestyle in every aspect of your life, and that was another one. Everything
about it was like just do what you want to do, and on the hope and belief that one day this one person's gonna hear this one thing and give you $1 million, and then that's gonna be your proof of concept that everything worked out. Well, guess what? That shit never came. And if it did, I was probably too deep in like a bowl of cereal to even like know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, it probably came and you probably let it slip by anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been aware of it, which sucked. Like that took a while. Like when I got sober to like
let go of that.
Let go. Like I had to like grief that dream. Like I had remorse about that, like not being a thing, because like for so long, that was a thing. Like bro was my idol right there on that picture. Like that was a legit thing that I really wanted. Rest in peace, the legend. But it was tough.
You can't see it. You can't see it on screen, but it's Mac Miller.
Yeah. Shout out to Mac Miller.
But it was hard letting that go, and like all of a sudden though, it's like you're turning 23, and like school's coming to an end, and like now the questions change.
What the fuck did I do? Yeah,
it's like 1, what did I do, and 2, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
now?
where am I going?
Like.
As a comm major. No offense.
No, yo, I had the same exact questions. Like, not a lot of places, like, what is a comm major?
Literally.
Like, my pops would ask me, like, what do you do? And I'd be like, I communicate, bro. Like, I don't know.
I communicate with
people. I talk to people. And he was like, all right, like, well, talk yourself into a job, bro, because, like, rent's coming and, like, you're 23, bro. Like, all of these things are about to start happening in real life. And, like, I don't know. Like, I finessed my way to, like, a job at a logistics company, which was awful.
Hated it.
And when I was actively getting high, so like it was awful. Like I was taking a lot of Adderall to like fit that everyone's awake, everyone's alert. But then after like 5 o'clock on that train ride home, like I'm just waiting to get home, whether it's to smoke or to take a Xanax to just like forget about like the daily bullshit that like I'm dealing with. And on top of that, making like $35K a year. And I always have the belief that money's going to come, but you have to work for it. And that was the understanding at that job too. But
You had
like,
to climb your way up.
yeah, but like 1,000 every 2 weeks minus the 500 either to pay for the train or to pay for parking. It's like, bro, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Like, I emailed the CEO at the company, and because like I was just like, yo, like fuck it, like,
Fed up.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, really, who cares? Like, what's the worst? I'm 23. Like, what's the worst he gonna do? Fire me?
Right.
Well, that's exactly what he did.
Shut up.
Yeah. He offered me $2,000 to quit, and
Did you take it?
absolutely,
I
took
would have taken it.
And then
too.
he taxed it. Like, of course he
Fucking
did. So
scumbag.
it was like $1,200, but whatever. That's like, it was like to prove a point. Like I'm a big boss. Like, bro, no, that's not at all what happened. But so yeah, I got the bread and like whatever. Like, and after that, like that's when it really became like just like downhill. Like life started to become like unmanageable. Like I couldn't like keep up the lie anymore. Cause like now I'm not going to work.
You got nothing to show for all that
No.
facade you just put up.
No, I can't. Like I ran out of paint, like on the side of like trying to paint that life is okay, but I'm overflowing with paint on like my drug use and like not just drug use, just like bullshit nonsense. Like, bro, you're 23, 24. Like, lock in. What are you doing? Like, my pops is always on that case with me. Like, listen, like he'd be like, yo, I don't care about like. Obviously, I care my son. I don't want you to lose your life to addiction. But, like, you need to plan for a future to take care of me and your mother and, like, to be a stable source of support and income for a family that you want to have. And I wasn't hearing that. Like, I didn't care. I didn't believe for a long time that I'd make it to the age I am now. Like, when I was 21, like, my whole spiel was making it in music, overdose and die, leave my
Legacy.
fam and legacy with money, and then be gone at 30. Well, bro, I'm turning 30 in a year. Like, we're pushing through. And like that's just like when it went downhill. And I still hadn't touched Fetty. I think I was naive to what it was. And it's not that like I didn't want to touch it. It's like I just hadn't been offered. I wasn't in a situation where it was offered. And then it just working as a server, like at different restaurants, like you meet different people. You meet someone who knows this, who knows that.
The kitchen scene is wild.
Yeah.
Like, wild.
That's why I still like to this day, like being sober, like I will not work in that atmosphere for like a side job. Like I do Instacart on the weekends because yes, Trevor would make more money. But, like, I just know myself. And, no, I don't think I would end up using if I worked at a 99 in Stoneham. But, like, I don't want to be around that
It's the whole
environment.
vibe.
Yeah.
You have to protect it.
And, like, I'm big on not putting myself in stressful situations that I know are going to be stressful. It's like, bro, why are you going to
Well,
battle?
something you've already learned.
Yeah, it's
You've
like, why
done
are you
it.
going to battle yourself over and over for no cause and effect, just to struggle? Like, there's no fun in that. Just stress. And, like, that's when I met a kid who knew a guy who got Percocets. Percocets in air quotes. They're fake perk
Yeah,
perk
what year
30s.
was this? There probably was no
this
real
was
Percocets around.
what's it, 2020? This is like 2020 probably. In that ballpark. And, like, yo, it was fast. Like, I'm talking, like, 6 months later, like, I'm kicked out. I'm looking for an apartment. I'm with this girl who's green lighting everything, which at the time was fantastic for me. Like, yo, you're cool with this? I'm cool with it.
Like, how'd you luck out so much through your whole
I know,
addiction
it's
with
like-
all these people just signing
Everything
off on
added
it?
up to, like, fuel my use. Or maybe I was just, like, too naive to see, like, the problems I was causing. Which I've done, like, reflection on, which I think it's partially true. Because, like, the signs were there, but are you going to, acknowledge them? Or are you going to turn right and avoid every sign that's in front of you?
Right.
That's what I was doing. I kept turning right. So I just kept going in circles and circles and circles. And it was awful. And then, I don't know, like unfortunately, when I did move out, I thought I like hit the lottery. I was like, yo, like mom's off my back. Like I'm a server. I was making pretty good, pretty decent money. Like I wasn't a server at some like fancy restaurant. I was working on like Route 1.
Yeah.
Mexican spot.
Shout out to Border.
Shout out to Border Cafe. Hell yeah. Pastelitos are goated. But like that was awful for me. Cause like I'm walking out $250 cash. As soon as I'm out, I'm texting my guy, yo. Unbeknownst to me, because I started getting stuff from him before I even moved to where I ended up moving to. And bro lived 2 minutes from where I moved to. So like, and that was not intentional. He just hit me like one day, like, where you at? I sent him my location. He was like, bro, like you live 2 minutes from me. Just walk over. Again, like I was like, yo, like how is this? What is this?
The stars aligned your whole diction.
Yeah,
like, your
and
whole...
like my ego was telling me like, yo, this is all meant to be like for the music. Like this is why this is all happening. Like God has a plan. Like bro, shut up.
Imagine.
Like that's such a, looking back, it's like such a stupid way.
It's understandable though, because like you said, like even with artistry, there's so much of that within it, and like a lot of people are only able to dial it that way.
Yeah.
So it's understandable like how your disease convinced your brain to like go in that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Because like that art, like I said, that artistry is something that's like so heavily judged by other people. Where if you're using to escape the fear of judgment,
you unlock all of it.
Right. Then it's like, all right, well now I gotta double up what I'm doing to suppress or numb the feelings of judgment that isn't even happening. No one cares. That's the worst part though. It's like no one cares, and I'm still there like, oh my God, what does ABC think? You know, like, oh my God, they're gonna go home and talk about Michael all night and like worry about Michael. No, bro, they're watching their Netflix and going to bed. And that was awful. And then, I mean, I did like the whole living on my own for a minute. Like I was able to like pay rent. And it was like it was a horrible living situation. Like it was a three bedrooms in a one family unit, just like stacked up on each other. And I was on the top floor with like Yuri and Lenny were the two guys. It was like because I only found the place because my mom told me to get out the house. And then she found like where I was going to move into.
Yeah, because she didn't want you to be on the streets.
No, she didn't. She wanted to teach me a lesson, which she did. Now I'm able to appreciate and realize that. Yeah. And it was like this Russian tenant, or I'm the tenant, Russian guy who lived in Florida who owned this space. And like we split the water, the electricity, like all three of us. So I'm like, bro, like if I'm paying my own part, like I'm just gonna shower at Planet Fitness. In the winter, I'm just gonna wear mad hoodies.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not paying for shit.
No, to the point where the dude who owns the spots emailing me like, yo, like,
do you live there?
Yeah, no, for real. And I was like, yeah, dude, I do. Like, I pay you rent. Like, I can shower where I please. I can do whatever, how I please to do it. And that's because like all of my money at this point was going
to the dude up the street. Like, I'm working a Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 300 cash. At 10:01, I'm like, yo. Coming through.
12 for 200. I do it again. That lasts me like 2 days. I do it again. Another 12-hour shift. Yo, I'm coming through. Like, just rinsing money and like feeding and flooding someone else's pockets to fulfill like a habit that I had. And I was so naive, because I'm getting a bag of pills. Like 3 are blue, one's made of chalk, the other 4 have like W's and X's on them.
They're like Smarties.
Yeah.
Like candy.
And in my head, I'm like, oh, dude, these are real. Like, he would never do me like that. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, it obviously wasn't intentional on his part.
He gives a fuck.
Yeah. And like, that's the thing. Like, I thought we were like cool. Because like, we were like the same age. Like, it wasn't just on them like, yo, let me get that. All right, I got you. Boom, boom, boom. Like, leave. It was like, yo, like, come kick it. Like, chill, like do all these things. And I was just never about that. I was so attached to like using, like so attached to it. No matter what I was doing, like we're going to Market Basket to get a sub. All right, let me bust down a perk. I'm going to dinner with mom. All right, let me make sure I bust down a perk and have like 3 in my pocket just in case. Like no matter what was going on, that had to be on my person. It's like this vape that's in my pocket. Like it's awful, but like it always had to be around me, be on me, or be in me, like for me to feel safe. And I mean that went on for like, I don't even know, until I turned like 24-ish. 'Cause then and like the way I ended up going to treatment was like I was just in my apartment and I was just Googling like how to get sober, like it's like you Google pizza, like pizza near me. I was like sober near me. And like luckily like this place was near me, like I don't know, like, and I had no idea how to like go about it. Like addiction, I can't speak for all Russian families or households, but the household I was raised in, like
culturally
like anxiety, mental health issues, addiction issues, like what's the big deal, bro? Like
toughen up,
walk in and get over it. And it's kind of still like that, like in my house now, without the addiction part, just like the speaking openly about feelings. Like me and my dad are very like cut and dry. How you doing? All right, cool, bet. And then like keep it pushing. I try to like push on my mom a little bit to like have that deeper connection, which it gets there. And I'm super grateful for that. But that's just how it is. Even when I went to detox, I had to email or text, however I communicated with the dude that I'm going away to get help, like for treatment. And he was like, all right, bro, like you'll be cured in a week. Like you'll be good. Like that was basically the context of the email. I was like, all right, be back in a week. Cool. And like I knew damn well that like that's not how this is going to play out, because from the age of 15 to 23, 24, like that's not what's going on.
Yeah, it's not possible.
And it's just like, and I mean, I went to detox. Like I called someone I was super close to for a super long time, and they dropped everything they were doing, and they helped get me into detox. And the craziest part about that detox stay, and I had like kicked before, like in my room by myself. I had just never been man enough, because I think it's very manly or womanly to ask for help. Like it's the most, like the best thing you can do for yourself is ask for help, but it's the hardest thing. So I could kick for a few days, like if my boy didn't have it, like I'm gonna sit there and deal with these withdrawals versus having to admit I have a problem, because then the chance of me being able to get something else kind of goes out the window. At least mentally I thought that. And then I went to detox, and like the counselor, or the RS I should say, that was there, like I had already been there for like 2 to 3 days, so like my head was clearing up a little bit. And I walked right up to him and I was like, bro, I know you. And he looked at me like I had like 15 heads. Like he knew who I was, but he couldn't acknowledge it because of like HIPAA rules.
Yeah.
And he ends up pulling me like aside after that awkward interaction.
Yeah. Made you feel like an idiot.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, like you absolutely know who I am. And I was like, all right. Like, and then we started talking, and like lo and behold, like this kid was in the cubicle or whatever you want to call it, on the desk right next to me at the job I was working in, at a college that I quit for $2,000. And he was shooting dope the whole time we were working together. And I had no idea. The only ideas we had is that we would both always be in the bathroom. Like, we had bad Mexican food every day. Never did we once have Mexican food, though. Like, it was so bad. And then he had, like, a real, like, heart-to-heart with me about, like, what's going on. Because, like, he was, like, 2 years older than me. Because that was my biggest struggle with, like, staying sober successfully was, yo, like, I'm 23, bro.
It ain't over for me.
Yeah. Like, how am I ever going to have fun? Like,
I remember that.
Yeah. Like, I'm supposed to laugh again?
In every social interaction, you always felt so compelled to, like, have something to lean on to be able to be social.
Yeah. and to like not worry about like, dude, if I'm on Xanax, I don't care if I'm funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling good. I'm not trying to make you laugh, bro. Like, I'm feeling good. Doesn't matter. And like, he just had like a real heart to heart, which like now I can say that. At the time I was like, bro, like, okay, like I genuinely did appreciate it, but like it wasn't like,
Couldn't resonate with it at that time.
yeah, it wasn't like, all right, like
Yeah.
this is it, bro, like lock in.
It wasn't your awakening.
No, it wasn't. And then I ended up coming here to Power after, and I was way more stressed about the fact that I have this whole ass apartment that I love, and that I have to, like, I'll never forget the woman at the detox was like, yo, you got to give your apartment up. I was like, what? You got to give my apartment up? Sober living? Like, you're crazy. And she was like, yeah, they'll help you move out. And I was like, help me move out. And all of these little things that, like, I didn't realize how much of a negative effect, like, that living environment had on me.
Yeah. Was the girlfriend still there at the time, or were you already living in an apartment alone?
No, I was alone. I was alone. She was living there, but not like helping me with anything. She was just like my green light. And then, but by the time I like reached out for help, she had already been gone. Because for like 6 months prior to that, there was a lot of like relationship and emotional stuff that like I thought I didn't care about, but like it just increased my use, and like I'd almost like not cause an argument, but like give some pushback to like green light why I want to get high. Like, oh, I'm getting high in spite of you, not because I actually want to, which makes it better in my head, which in reality it's all the same. And then like I genuinely thought, like, with all of my being, that I would get sober and I would stay sober. Like, when I came here, when I lived with the guys at the sober house, like, I felt like I was doing well, but I also felt like I had no path, like no trajectory. Like, I'm still the kid with a comm degree whose parents think he's not doing anything with his life. Like, that's all that mattered to me, was making sure they thought I was doing well. And to them, getting help for an addiction that I caused, aka like my pops say, you chose to live your life on hard mode, wasn't really doing anything other than like helping me, which is kind of big, like, for my life.
It's hard to look at it like that, though, in the moment, you know, when you feel like you're just a failure.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like, I would come in like with great energy because like I felt good. Like, for so long, like, yeah, I'd have stints of like being sober for like a day or 2 days, but like that's not enough to like feel any mental clarity or feel any like physical relief, or like you feel better than the day before. But like, you know, you come for like a week, you come for 2 weeks, you get some real food other than like white rice from Border Cafe in your system. Like, you start actually talking to people, like, you obviously start feeling better.
You're not isolating anymore.
No, and that's like a beautiful thing. And like being around like good people like yourself, Kev, like the whole gang, like it was like a whoa, like, and you guys are also like somewhat in my age. I was like, bro, like this is cool. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know, like, how can I make something shake, like, in this space, field, like, whatever you want to call it. And I had no intention at that time to like work or be a part of like the recovery community.
I know, you literally never even mentioned it.
No.
Because I would have dialed right into that with you.
Yeah, I had no, like, there was no hope, there was no like passion or want, and I didn't want to be fake about it. I didn't want to just do it because there was no other option, because I didn't think that was real, and I didn't think that would last in the long term.
Yeah, and you didn't want to feel like you were settling.
No. And now I realize that like it's the complete opposite of settling.
Yeah, you're thriving.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing that I earned too. Like, a lot of opportunity was given to me, but those opportunities were given on the back end of the work that I put in, like, on myself and like whatever I was trying to do, like, in the recovery space. And I knew, like, I had a plan. Like, I did do 6 or 7 months at the sober house, and I think I was like 24 at the like when I finished like the sober house and stuff like that, and then I moved back home. And I was working at the 99 in Stoneham and at Jake and Joe's in Woburn, like whatever, just serving jobs. And it was awful. Like I didn't have a car, and I'll never forget like the day I came in here, and I was still a patient, and we were in the office, and it was you and Kev, and I was talking to you about Ativan, about getting Ativan, and you were just like, Mikey, like, don't do it. Like, it's like, just basically saying no.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
What are you doing?
And what am I doing? And, like, that same day, I got it, because I was not good at listening back then, and I wrapped my car around a pole that day. Like, I totaled my Honda. That wasn't, like, this amazing car, but to someone getting sober, it might as well have been a lamb truck.
Yeah, that's all you had.
That was my baby. And I wrapped it around a pole because I nodded off. And thank God my boy was with me. Thank God nothing happened to us other than that, like, we ate the pole. Like, which, I mean, shout out to us. But, so, like, I knew, like, I needed something. I needed to save money to get a car. Like, that was the goal. So, luckily, it's now a woman's home in Reading across from the library, which before it became that, it was inpatient like housing for 13 to 17-year-old kids with behavioral issues. And I had like no recovery structure other than like what I learned here and like my own sobriety. Like that was really it. And I got a job there working 3 to 11, like just being an RS to these kids. And like my job was just to make sure they didn't like, it wasn't like just substance use based. It was way more like behavioral and mental health based, which I know now is very different than substance abuse. But like long story short, like these kids would look at me like how we're sitting now, like dead in the soul, and be like, yo, Mikey, like, I hope you know, like, once the higher ups leave, we're running out that door. There's nothing you can do about it. And there was nothing I could do about it. Like, I can't put my hands on you. Yeah. I can't stop you. I just have to wait.
At least they gave you the heads up, though.
No, yeah.
Solid.
Like, they were cool for that, but, like, also it's like, well, damn, bro. Like, I got to sit here and stress, like, because it's going to look bad on me. Like, I would just be like, yo, like, just leave on someone else's shift.
Yeah,
like,
just wait till I'm out.
Right. And they'd be like, no, we can't because you're the 3 to 11. Like, we got to leave at 7. Whatever. And, like, you put that environment in, like, a suburban neighborhood, like, no mother or father wants their son, like, to be outside, and these kids are running around, like, trying to find cigarettes, stealing hand sanitizer. And they closed. Like, they let, like, the whole staff go, basically. Like, just like that. And I had a serving job, like, on the side. I still worked at Jake and Joe's. I had left the 99 because I worked at this was like during football season. So like on a Sunday, like you're making good money, like at like a sports bar restaurant. And I was sober, like I was doing well. Like at least I felt like I was doing well. And now I know it's because I hadn't like dealt with anything yet, like nothing real, like that I actually had to deal with. And then boom, like I lost that job. September 29th. I'm not good at backdating years, but I was like 24 at the time. So what's that, like 2020?
No, we're past that. We're at like 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
Late 2021.
2022. It was after I came through here. But anyways, like I lost that job, and I don't know why. Like
they just shut the doors.
They didn't shut the doors. Like, they had told us, like, we're not going to be able to keep this up.
Like, staffing? Is the place still there? Or they just...
No, it's like a woman's, like...
So it's nothing for adolescents
No. I mean, it was a horrible location.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, to put that
Yeah.
in downtown, in, like, a suburb across from the library. Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand why they would do that. Because the police were always there. Like, always getting called. And these kids didn't care. Like, I feel for these kids. It's tough being 16, living in an inpatient place, like far away from home. Like, that stuff is tough. And to that time, I wouldn't want to, like, I didn't want to, like, use or do anything that was, like, going to negatively affect my life. I was trying to build my life. I was trying to save for a car. Like, I was really trying to do good. And I lost that job. And then I went home same night, sat on it. I wasn't feeling well, like, physically, like, legit sick. So I didn't do anything that night. And I'm not someone who usually complains about being sick. But, like, I had told my mom, I'm not feeling too good. Like, I think I'm not going to go, like, work at the Jake and Joe's. I'm going to stay home. She was like, all right, whatever. And I told, whatever, like, and my mom works in medicine. So, like, whenever we're sick, like, she'll try to check on us, like, make sure we're good. Because normally it's the opposite. Like, no one's checking on me to see how I'm doing if I'm home. And she had dinner plans with a family friend from Georgia. So she was in the city. My dad was downstairs. My older brother was in his room. And I don't know why. Like, I hit my boy up. I was like, yo, like, let me come through. Meanwhile, like, now I talk about, like, a lot about PBA, like, process before action. Like, you have a lot of time to process before you act upon something. Which I did, because I didn't have a car. Like, I'm in Wakefield. Where I lived when I got kicked out was Winthrop. Like, my plug was in Winthrop. Like, that's like a 25, 30-minute drive, no traffic. And I was like, yo, let me pull up. I mean, it's like, of course, like, whatever. Just literally just for one pill. So, like, I called an Uber. I went downstairs. I told my pop some BS, like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. Because there's one right down the street. So in my head, like, it checked. All right, maybe Michael's just on a walk. He's good. And my folks at that time, like, had thought I overcame my addiction.
Yeah, you, like, were good at that point.
That same ideology of, like, it takes a week. You get, like, and I don't know, like, we've talked about it. I don't know if that was them, like, mentally filtering the fact that I had, like, because I'm still their son, like, and that they take a lot of pride in that, good and bad. So I went and bought it. I took the Uber there. I took the Uber back. And then I broke it down, like, in my room, whatever. And we're talking, like, 9:30, 10 probably at this point. And, like, I did a line. And, like, when I say a line, it's, like, because I wasn't dumb. Like, I knew I had, like, 6 to 7 months at this time. Like, if I do this fentanyl pill, like, the chance of me overdosing is, like, high. Yeah. So I tried to, like, do anything I could to, like, avoid that. And, like, I mean, I sliced that thing up in, like, whatever. Very, very, like, minuscule. And thank God to my higher power, to whoever's watching over me, that I complained about being sick. Because my mom came home that night at, like, 10:15, and she came and she checked on me to see if I was still sick, see if I was feeling better. And by that point, I was, like, the color of this table. Like, I was gray, my lips were purple. And my mom they thought it was COVID. Like, they thought I had COVID because
they were so far removed from that whole portion of your life.
Yo, which is crazy. They thought I had COVID. I was just doing, like, the chest rubs, like, the whole shebang, like, and my room at the time, like, wasn't the cleanest. Like, there wasn't, like, baggies, but, like, it was just a mess. Like, clothes everywhere. My room was representative of my mental space at the time. Yeah. And whatever, like, chest rub, not working, like, why are you this, like, let's call 911. And then obviously 911 came, and, like, the whole shebang. When you get Narcan, you got to be on the ground. I don't know. This is what I was told. Like, and they gave me 3 Narcans. They wanted to leave. Not like they wanted to, but they were going to pronounce me dead at the scene. They had my older brother lay me on the ground. And he said, like, yo, like, that's my older brother, like,
give him more,
hit him, like, one more time, like, whatever. Thank God, because the 4th one I shot up, I got Superman. And then but like that moment, like I'm grateful now I went through that, because that's what really set up like my life being sober. And like I'm in the hospital, Melrose Wakefield. Shout out to all the people, nurses, everything. But they had a lot going on, like, which I understood. Like, they wheeled me in on the gurney. I was just laying there, like.
And they see so much of it, honestly.
Yeah, like,
they're so desensitized to it.
Yeah. It was like, it's sad it's sad that we can so simply be like, they're so desensitized to it. Like, that's awful for us to be able to so like simply say. And the nurse was like in my ear about like, you know, like, we think your appendix bursted, because I kept asking for water. She was like, we can't. Like,
you might need surgery, yeah.
Yeah, I was in my head. I'm like,
buddy, I overdosed.
Like, what do you mean my appendix bursted?
Right.
Like, and because she didn't want to tell my folks.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, like,
cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, like, make it known. I want water and all this. And like, realistically, like, it was the nurse had other stuff to do, like, understandably so. Like, my mom was holding my throw up bag. My dad is not a fan of the throw up, and like watching his son, who at that point is grown, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to use the word embarrassed, but like sad. Like, sad's a better word for it.
Yeah.
And just seeing that and like feeling that, it's just like, bro, like, you're gonna kill your mom, your dad, yourself. And who are you to do that? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And I had work at Jake and Joe's the next day.
Did you go?
No, I called out. And then I had work the following day. And like, I told them I had like the flu, like I was sick, because I had called out before I overdosed. And they wanted like a piece of paper that said I had the flu. And so I brought in like the discharge
from the hospital,
but I cut out like,
yeah,
suspected like opiate overdose. So it was just like empty.
Yeah.
And I know now the only reason they assumed it was Fetty's or an overdose is one of them has clearly done this before, knows what's going on.
Right.
But they fired me. And they were just like, yeah, we can't have you work here, whatever. Blessing in disguise. So I overdosed on October 1st. That all happened like early October. I didn't go to like treatment after that. I kind of just like sat with self and whatever, did what I needed to do. And like, I genuinely was just like, all right, like, let me just walk in, bro. I've always had that like mindset of like, if I'm going to do something, just walk in and do it. It doesn't have to be this complex like stuff that we tell ourselves to make something feel like we achieved more than we did. And that's what I did. I was like, yo, like, I have an opportunity to give back. Because, like, you, Kev, planted a seed that I just never, like, put water onto of, like, all right, yo, like, I could do this, too. But, like, I have to get my life in order to, like, make this a thing. So I got a job working at, like, Subaru in Wakefield that I could, like, walk to and bike to. With the whole purpose of saving up bread to buy a car. Because I knew if I wanted to work in treatment, like, there was nothing close. Unbeknownst to me, Aftermath was right there, too.
It was right down the street.
But, like, I didn't know. I knew what it was, but I didn't, like, know, if that makes sense. Like, I knew it was there, but I didn't realize. And I never forget, I came here, I talked to you, I talked to Kev.
Showed me your web.
Yeah, hell yeah. Toyota Camry. Shout out Betsy. Because, like, I wanted to get my foot in the door. Like, I respected that you guys earned where you were. It wasn't just handed to you. And you also do, like, super impactful work, which is very important. So I just started applying, like, everywhere. Like, wherever I could get my foot in the door, I knew, like, I would do well in just being myself. Like, that was the key.
Yeah, I told you that.
No, I know. And looking back, like, whether you know it or not, like, it put, like, battery in my backpack. I'm like, all right, yo, like, if people that are doing this are telling you can do it, stop telling yourself you can't.
Yep.
Like, you're just putting a layer in for yourself to, like, walk through. And then I got a job at the Tewksbury Detox as like an RS, because the only thing I wanted was I did not want to work overnight. Like I needed it to be like, I needed something regular, like 7 to 3, bro. Like in the morning, out in the afternoon. I can like work on my life after work, and that's what I did. I got blessed. Like when I left here, I went to RCA, and they gave me this whole spiel. We're gonna hire you. I was all over the moon. 11 to 7, like third shift. Yeah. I was like, bro, I don't know about that. So I didn't take it. I don't remember exactly if I had applied at Tewksbury by that point or not. Maybe I did, but I ended up applying there if I didn't. And they offered me 7 to 3, first shift. And I was so grateful. Like, I was over the moon with, like, all right. I was like, now the signs are adding up, and I'm going to follow them. I'm not going to, like, keep going right and go in circles again. Like, that's useless. And I started working there as an RS, and, like, working there is when I realized how much I want to do this and the impact I could make also. Because obviously being a inpatient detox, there's a lot of people coming in under the influence, coming in struggling, and just needing someone to talk to who they can relate to. Yeah. And I was that person a lot of the times, because a lot of it was staffing agency, or just people working in treatment that weren't sober or like hadn't dealt with stuff. And I found that like I was able to relate and talk to these people and be open, because there was no judgment both ways. And like that was so freeing. And so like I worked as an RS, and I told the program director when she interviewed me, shout out to her, she really helped me, like propelled me to like get where I'm at. I was like, listen, like my goal is to not work here forever. My goal is to become a case manager, to be able to work at an outpatient treatment center. And like that's what happened, long story short. Like I put my time in there. I worked there for like a year, like went from RS to,
you worked your way up.
Yeah, to be a case manager. And like I was like, well shit, like it's time to like
level up,
but like also like be more involved in a recovery community. Like that's what I also wanted, because I could have been wrong at the time, but like I was telling myself that like working in an outpatient center, you're a lot more connected to the recovery part.
Well, you see the success out of it, whereas in the detox,
yeah. And like that was tough though for me. Like I had to learn how to like detach, because like when I first started working there, like
you need to see some success in order to like stay.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't know how people do it. My boss always says that like everybody who works in the field should have had to work in a detox at one point in their career, but to stay there long term, I don't know how people do it. Like
no, it's too much. Especially, no offense to the Tewksbury detox, but it's not the best environment for the patients, the staff, the mice that are like everything. Yeah. It's not the best environment. Yeah. But yeah, like I would walk out of there like, damn, like I feel bad for A, B, C, and D, and E. Like what can I do for them? What can I bring them? How can I make their life better? Which it's okay to think like that, but like it wasn't my responsibility.
No, yeah.
Like my responsibility was to be a vessel, someone they could talk to and be open with. And I always knew or was under the assumption or told myself that like, yo, like I can get that by working at an outpatient place. So like now the next mission is find an outpatient place. And by this point, like I had looked up Aftermath. Like I knew what Aftermath was.
How could you not?
And then I couldn't apply there though. Like I don't have the confidence to just walk in somewhere and be like, yo, you guys hiring? Like off of not knowing anyone.
It's hard. You got to know someone to know someone.
Yeah, it was tough. And like, so like I was filling out like the patient info on their site.
Like hire me.
Yeah, like for real. Trying to like get in somehow.
I respect it.
And then again, like my higher power at work, like I'm on Indeed one day and I just see Aftermath. I'm like, yo, hold up. So like I apply. And obviously now it's like family.
Yeah.
But at the time, Like, I was so nervous.
Of course.
Like, in my head, I'm like, all right, this is make or break.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't get this, like, life is over. Like, that's what I would tell myself. And I've kind of always been that way. Like, if I want something and it doesn't happen, like, I feel like I just failed or, like, did all these things wrong. And then, thankfully, like, they gave me an interview. And I went. Oh, before the interview, I went and got a haircut, which is crazy how it worked out. Like, I went and got a haircut, where I always get haircuts. And my barber wasn't in that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew, like, I've been to this barber shop plenty of times, and I knew the name of the barber who was right next to my barber. And I was like, yo, like, can you give me a cut? And he was like, yeah, I got a minute. And, like, he never has a minute, which is nuts that he had a minute. He was like, yo, like, why are you in a, like, I was dressed nice. He's like, why are you dressed nice in a barbershop? Yeah. I was like, I'm going to Aftermath for an interview. Because, like, it's known as, like, a lot of people at this barbershop are in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Over the Top in Stoneham. Great barbershop. And long story short, like, the guy who cut my hair is close with Matt. And
You don't say.
He was like, "Yo, I'll give you a call," because, like, he knows me. We had talked.
Yeah.
Like, every
So
time I get a cut.
He gave him a recommendation.
Yeah, yo, and, like, that was just crazy.
Yeah, the stars aligning for you in the opposite way.
Yeah. Even to this day, like, that blows my mind that, like, that worked out that way. Because who knows, if I don't get a haircut from him, I get it from the guy who normally cuts me. Like,
said, yeah.
You never know. Because, like, I've come to find out now that, like, people's words and how they speak of you in this field
matters
almost more than the work that you might do to, like, be presenting yourself
100%.
Which I think is a blessing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
For people that are just, like, honest in themselves, like, it plays into the hand of those people, which is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I went to my interview, me being my, I don't know, nonchalant, goofy self. Like, I walked in, I couldn't find it. I walked into the back door.
Dude, I couldn't find it either when I went there that one time. I'm like, where are we?
And I couldn't find it. I walked right into a session.
Oh, shut up.
And I was like, yo, like, I'm here for an interview. Like, the role revolves around Michael. Like, he's here to interview. Which I think now played into my hand.
Yeah.
Like, and,
yeah,
like,
it opened it up.
Yeah, it made it less like, oh, okay. And then I had my interview with the clinical director, Hill, who's amazing. Shout out to Hill. And then at that time, like, the Celtics had won the championship. The parade was going on, and, like, huge basketball fans, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
Again, I'm always probably on the float.
Oh, yeah. It took some time, like, to get, like, the definite answer if I was going to get the opportunity or not. And I was still working at the detox. Like, I wasn't just going to take that risk and quit and, like, assume it's going to be, like, sunshine and rainbows. But then when I got the call from Hill, she was like, yeah, we'll give you the opportunity. I was like, say no more. Like, I'm in. Like, I was, like, over the moon, like, happy. And a part of it was, like, I'm happy I got this opportunity, but, like, I'm also happy I can, like, tell my folks, like, yo, like, I did something that I'm proud of for once. But then I also had, like, this fear of, like, leaving Tewksbury and, like, letting down my program director because I had done a lot there. But thank God she was cool, and, like, she was like, listen, like, this is what you told me from the day one when you started working here. Yeah. So, like, go do what you want to do, and two, that, like, I see you doing and thriving in. Like, go. Chase what you want. Chase what you deserve. And I was like, say less. And, like,
you're thriving today.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Like, if you would have told, I don't know, 19-year-old me, 24-year-old me, that, like, I'd have 2.5 years sober, I'd be working working at Aftermath with great people, sitting here with you who I could give a million flowers to for like helping me and being like my first point of contact to like an experience like this. Like it's a beautiful thing. It's unexpected. Now I expect it from myself, but it was unexpected for so long. But that's the beauty of life, is like,
and it's the beauty of working in this field, because it's ones like you and it's stories like yours that like keep us in it. You know, it's a thankless job, but like we have to see that success in order to like keep fighting for the next person.
Yeah.
So it's an all around thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's just a blessing. Like if I don't come here, I don't see what it's like. It never plants that seed. And like now I try, like what you did for me is what I try to do with everyone that I interact with,
Just
especially the young folks.
Yeah, you just gotta touch them some way, somehow.
Yeah, to show them that like life is beautiful. And we don't have to wait, no offense to the old heads and the unks, like we don't have to wait till we're 40 to 50 to 60 to figure this out, yo. Like figure it out in your early 20s and like live a beautiful life. And like my life is not perfect. Like my car note's high. Like that's because of my addiction issues in the past. But like I have a car. I have a place to live. I have a great job, great fam. Like
you made it.
And it's simple. Like that's the key. It's just simple. Like don't pick up a drug.
That's it.
Don't pick up a drink.
And stay connected.
Stay connected. Speak up about your feelings, even if it hurts. And just keep it pushing, bro. Like, that's it. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Someone's going to yell at you or tell you they don't like you. All right, you're still going to wake up in the morning, be around amazing people, impact lives. And, like, this to me is worth 500 million record deals. Like, I would choose this every day until I'm out of breath because I'm able to be my damn self. And that's what I was suppressing my whole life by using. I was never able to be my damn self. I was just trying to be what I thought others wanted me to be. And the worst part is no one wanted me to be that person. And yeah, now I'm just like, I don't know, lack of better words, just chilling.
I was gonna say just chilling.
Yeah, like just chilling, you know.
We have gone to an hour and 7 minutes.
Perfect.
So
We'll wrap it. Well,
you have
we
your,
did it.
You have your group at 6?
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, it's Tuesday. I forgot.
Yeah.
But still, I have a meeting to go to.
Yeah.
I have a meeting to go to.
We got it.
It's an hour and 7 minutes.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
no,
shit.
that was both of us.
Yeah, it was great. All right. Send it off.
Do we need to wrap it up or no? Just cutting it off?
I mean, if you want to wrap it up. Yeah, wrap it up.
No, it's fine. You'll edit it to a point where he says something.
Send it off.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your story.
Hell yeah. Thank you for having me.
Tune in for the next episode.
Shout out Power. Shout out Aftermath.
And the Mended Pod.
And Mended.
And the Mended Pod. We are all mended.
Thank you.
Peace.